Hey guys, just got back from my daughter's horseback riding lesson and we are out in the backyard, and I am spending just the last few minutes of sunlight on the back patio before it goes away and goes behind the trees over there. I'm just sitting back here dreaming. Now, for a lot of you, you know we're renting right now, and so dreaming just seems like ridiculous. Oh, look at that shadow right on my face. It's good, huh? So dreaming here in this space kind of seems like a ridiculous idea, but I've never let that stop me before. I don't know why, just because I'm not in my forever home, I can't still plant and do that kind of stuff here. It just might have to be in containers and raised beds or something. So that's what I'm dreaming about. If I could do a raised bed, where and how would I do it? Strangely enough, this backyard gets a ton of shade. And during those really hot summer months, it's going to be great because it gets really hot here. But it gets enough, and I'll be able to plant some really great pots here on this patio. And this is the backyard. It's got this nice, big, beautiful patio that they just rebuilt, and you know, it has a lot of space for all of us and all the flowers and things and vegetables that I want to grow. So I'm kind of excited to get started. I'll show you what I have started and then some of the experiments that I'm going to do. I mean, this segment is, after all, called Can I Grow This or That or whatever. I already have a couple things that I've started inside the house that hopefully I can keep them growing and rooting, and so that I can plant them eventually, hopefully on our forever homestead. And then we've kept a basil plant alive all through the winter, which is pretty great actually. So I was never able to do that in Oregon, and I tried a couple times. They just didn't survive the winter even in the house. So it's been pretty cool to have one survive here. I don't know what we did different, honestly, but it's inside. We call him Basil. He has a name. But anyway, this is what I'm doing back here right now. It's not very much, but I'll show you what I have. So these are the Dollar Tree equivalent to green stalks. And I thought I'd try them. Not that green stalks aren't fabulous. I love them, and if I could afford them, I would get them. But they were there, and they were $1, so I bought them. I got 12 of them. I don't have enough soil for this one, so I'm going to have to refill, get more potting soil. And then I think I have 6 of these little small potted pots down here that I'm going to use. So these will probably be for more herbs and lettuces and things like that. And those will be for one tomato plant or one pepper or something like that. That's it, you guys. That's all I have. I'm gonna get more, I promise. But that's all I have. The only other thing I did was earlier this last fall, I bought bulbs, a lot of them. And unfortunately in the move between Airbnb to Airbnb, a couple of them, like a couple boxes, didn't survive. So the ones that did were starting to bloom, and I know that most bulbs you plant in the fall, but mine weren't gonna wait anymore. So I got them out here in the soil back here. And silly enough, this is the air conditioning unit for this side of the house, and so I just planted them all in the ground right here. Some of these they were already here in the soil. Some of them are mine coming out. And then I did plant some more around the house, the front of the house. But I planted them here because I don't have any other planter space. This whole area needed to be redone It was a hot mess, garbage and just stuff had collected in it, and it needed a refreshing. I couldn't get to the hose and all of it's working, so I just kind of redid it in here and replanted these guys because these were all in a weird little mess in here. Actually, they were kind of in clumps in different spots. Some of them were in clumps back behind the unit, and so I just brought them out, and they all survived, and I have a few of my own coming up through, which is pretty cool. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but look at this one. Isn't that so cute? It's gonna be pretty, I'll betcha. So, and then I have a couple places around front that are going to have some of my bulbs come up, and they didn't have anything in them before. But anyway, we have a nice big backyard here. It's really pretty. I mean, if you're into a big backyard that's all grass, you have to mow. Yes, it looks brown, but in the winter here, everything turns brown. The winter is their dry season, which is so backwards for us. We are used to winter being our wet season. Hey, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Want to say hi? You're so handsome. Anyway, something new that we've never experienced before was piles under the trees. And this one out here. I'm not going to go out there because I don't have any shoes on. But that is called pine straw. It's basically these big long pine needles that fall, and people use them. They call them pine straw. And so you can actually compost, mulch, and it's a weed barrier, the whole thing. So got a whole bunch there, around that tree, in that back corner, all over there, a bunch in the front, and we just put them in, back there is kind of our composting area. Okay, now this is kind of an experiment for me. That teeny little green bag over there right now is holding my compost, all my kitchen scraps. I have no chickens. I have no place to put a composter. So that bag is holding it. I also am able to get horse manure from where we go horseback riding. And the cool thing is they have manure that's been sitting for 2 years. So it'll be great to use this year, which will be so nice. There's to the front. And as you can see, we kind of have this little fence. That's just a dog barrier, just so that the dogs visually can see there's something in the way and they don't get out to the front yard, because there's no gate in the front. But look, see our only patch of grass that's coming in? Yep. That's it. We'll bring the bunny out here every once in a while and just have him sit in the grass, and he loves it. But this is very interesting grass. It's very thick, it's very coarse. They did put a bunch of sod down because you can see the strips, because during the construction I think it was, all a mess. But I feel like they did not take care of the sod when they put it down, because the majority of it is super dry. Some of it's coming back, but it doesn't look pretty. So, and we don't have any of our tools or anything. So anytime we want to weed an edge, we have to go out there and right along the fence line. We have to do it ourselves with our own hands. Anyway, we are here. We're gonna make the best of it, aren't we, Blue? Yes, my pretty boy. Yes. All right, I'll keep you filled in, and I will show you what we do with our garden as we do it. But see my seeds? They're right there. They are wanting to be used. And they will be. Anyway, short little video. I'll keep you posted on what we're trying to grow and how successful we are. All right, blessings. Bye.